gaming PC, Clampwood Gaming, www.co.uk.
You are sneaky. Bless him, he managed to make his way all the way up. Yay, you found me. I've only been on a few seconds and you even got to sneak a peek at the husband in just his bathrobe. Oh dear. He's gone now. He's going to make his way slowly downstairs again, and he'll probably sneak on here and try and put a link to his website up, because he's a cheeky monkey like that. He's the one that actually set up built the computer that I'm using and set up everything so he knows exactly how it's all meant to work. And because of that, of course, oh Pippi, stop it. Yeah, he knows about it and how it's meant to work, so he's the easiest one to ask. It's like, come and help me. So bless him, he's had to crawl his way up the stairs, bless. So let's say hello to Deanne, hello Jen, hiya Kath, hi Gwen, hi Caitlin. I'm hoping that's how we say your name. And hello again, my Kaz from Aussie, that crazy person, that crazy Aussie that's not quite, what was it, awake yet. Have you had your first cup of coffee yet, or are you on to your second? Yeah, definitely hubby to the rescue, Kaz. Right, I have a Pippi on my lap, so I'm liable to end up with a tail up my nose. So you may see me just slightly plonk her on the bed. I'm not throwing her. There is a bed directly by the side of us, and she actually enjoys being chucked around. She's a lunatic, aren't you, Missy? Say hello to your peeps. There we go. Right, you going? Go on then, off you go. Right, she's gone. Whew. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Do me a favour, okay, because I've said your name wrong. Mrs. Makes, can you phonetically write it, as in how it sounds, how a kid would say it and spell it, especially the spelling. How would a kid spell it that doesn't really know how to spell English, because that's me. No coffee? Are you a tea girl, Kaz? Hiya, sweets again. Thanks for coming back. So we're not doing too badly. We've got 11 of you guys in at the moment. So I'm really chuffed. I was hoping for 3 or 4. So yay! Thank you for joining me again. Chatela. Oh, blimey. You love it. You're cracking up at the other end. Chatelaine? No, I'm not risking it, Missy. I'm just going to call you Mrs. Makes. It's got to be easier than me possibly saying it and it sounding like a dodgy swear word, because I haven't got it. I just can't suss it. Oh, hi Christine. Thank you for coming along, honey. All right, so come on then. What have you guys all been up to? Now, you know I've been fighting with the computer for what, the last hour? Oh. Right, so let's talk and try and read at the same time. Right, as you all know, the cow for this guy here, the first part is out. I'm working on editing the second and the third part. I was planning to get the video of tips and tricks up for you, which is basically me going through all the old videos and pulling out all of the tips and tricks that I've already said and then combining them into one to make it easier for you to reference. But I haven't got to it yet because I've got a friend whose baby's due in a couple of weeks who has now turned around and gone, you know that elephant you made that I've only just seen in the video? Because of course, what was it, a couple of weeks ago when I put up the first Throwback Friday, I had some of my previous makes on there. And she finally got round to watching the Throwback Friday. Now, I've been trying to teach her to crochet. Bless her, she's as bad as me for it. It's like, I can't get it, that's it, I'm putting it down, I'll come back to it another day. Well, she's desperate to learn the corner to corner, but she's still trying to work her way up the stitches and learn how to do them. And so she's looked and she's gone, I really love that the elephant, but I'd like it with the rabbit body, because the rabbit body's blue and she's got a little boy on the way and his bedroom is all Dumbo. Oh, it looks so cute. So she's asked me to make the elephant but with the blue body that the rabbit has. So at the moment I'm in the process of knocking that up, and of course because it's a commission I need to get it done and get it out. So that means these guys have also been put on hold, although I have got the parts now for this week's 25, so that's pretty sorted. Call you Caitlin. Oh, I prefer Mrs. Makes. I like to give people nicknames because I'm evil. Okay, so Kaz, bless, just for you, my darling. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my crazies. Hello, amigurumi ninja. You missed out on the fun a bit earlier on the other one, babe, unless of course you was on that one and you've realised we've all left and legged it over to here. Our Aragurumi ninja knows what I'm like, because I keep calling her just the crazy ninja rather than Aragurumi ninja. She'll get, one day she'll tell me off, but at the moment she's not. I'm just trying to... And then, hold on, where am I? Right, so let's move that box a minute. Yeah, so that was what I planned to do today during the live, which was sewing some really dodgy ends. And I also, it's been one of them weeks where I don't get any commissions normally. I don't normally go hunting for commissions or anything like that. It's just someone will say to me, oh Ange, I've got a birthday coming up, can you do XYZ? And I say, oh, go on then. Well, I've had a cheeky lass say to me, now she's gothic and she loves her black clothes, and I tell you what, some of the stuff she's got is absolutely gorgeous, and back in the day if I'd been allowed to wear it when I was a lot younger I would have done too. So she messaged me the other day and she said, is there any chance you can make me a bat? Just a bat keyring, just something small, because I love your stuff. Because she's already purchased a couple of little bits from me anyway. So I was like, well, go on then. I said, I can make it. It might take me a couple of weeks. I thought, do you know what, I'll play the line if it will take me a couple of weeks. That means I can knock it out or do it in bits and just do it when I'm ready. So I did, and it didn't actually take me too long to make. What I'll do is after the video's finished, if you guys want, I'll put the link to him in the description box. I can't remember whose pattern I used, but it wasn't one of my own, and I'm not going to touch any controls or any buttons on this computer. I'm really not going to risk losing it all and black screening. But here he is. Oh, get out of the way, keyring. Yeah, so now I've shown you guys, I've got a couple of pictures that I can use for whips and bits at the weekend, but he can go off to his new home tomorrow. Happy you like the good morning, good afternoon and good evening, my crazies. Actually, the plan was for me to sort of say something along the lines of good morning, good afternoon and welcome to the asylum. But of course, with everything how it went earlier with the previous live stream and then me just being all excited, I completely forgot. And so my live chats are bound to be called the asylum, to be honest, because I'm daft and everything and I never know what's going to come out me gob. Oh, thank you, Kaz. Yeah, I think Batty turned out quite cool actually. I'll tell you what though, is I made him with a 3mm hook and an 8-ply. I remembered, or for the rest of us that's a DK, and in America that's a 3 weight. And yeah, so it was a 3mm and that, and then he's got 8mm eyes on, and I hot glued. I made some little infills here, which was just a magic ring and 4 stitches, and then I just slip stitch joined and then glued those in place with the hot glue. I don't normally play with hot glue on my work. I like to sew everything in, but because it was for an adult, I knew I was safe. I knew she wasn't going to sit there and suck his ear holes. Or at least I hope she doesn't. If she does, she'll be in trouble. It wasn't me. I didn't nick your lighter, darling. Oh yeah, talking of lighters, I've got a trick actually when adding these eyes. Give me a second. I'm not going to show it to you because I haven't got a lighter here. Actually, go big or go home, because then you'll be able to see it. Right, you see you've got this back section here on these. What I do is once I've put the gripper on, I don't actually know the technical term, but once I put that on, I melt this with a lighter. Half the time it does catch light, so you have to be quite quick and then blow it out. Count to about 3 or 4, and then push this section onto the side of your lighter, and it makes it a nice flat space, so then it doesn't catch on anything and it won't go through anything, and it gives you a little bit of extra safety. That was just something I did once and I thought, oh, wicked, and it works, and I've had none break on me or anything like that. No, Kaz, I didn't create the back pattern. He was a YouTube find. I will pop a link on later on, probably tomorrow now, to be honest. I'll pop the link on once this video gets put up normally. Hiya Natalie, sorry I didn't manage to stick anything on the other chat to tell you all I'd moved over because it had all gone Pete Tong wrong. Welcome back, darling. Hi Handmade Designs. Yeah, Kaz, it's just one of them things, isn't it? You find something that works and it's like, ooh, that works for me. I wonder if it will work for anybody else. So, and I don't like the idea of, especially with key rings, if you squidge that, the sharp would then come, like the pointy end would come through the back of the work because it's so squidgy. Whereas this way, there's no worries about any sharp points coming through and catching the work. Oh no, oh no. And our crazy ninja's been ordering yarn again. And she ordered this, what, January I think it was, wasn't it, darling? And she managed to get the deal that was, what was it, 3 for 10 or something, 10 bucks, wasn't it, babe? I was proper jealous of it because she told me after the fact and I was like, no, you should have told me before. Did you get, hey Ninja, did you get slapped with any extra fees when it came into the country? Because I know that there's the possibility that we're going to end up getting slapped with import taxes and stuff. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat. It's a little bit slower than me gob. Well, actually, everything's slower than my gob, isn't it? Yeah, so I can't wait to see that, babe. I'll give you a call tomorrow so you can show it all off for me. Unless, are you going to actually pop a video up maybe of it on your channel? Because I know you've got a couple of little ones, haven't you? Because of course you've got the puppies on there. And they are so cute. Her puppies are absolutely gorgeous. I can't really call them puppies because they're not. But she got a husky and another black puppy, and they are so talkative and so cheeky. Oh, congratulations on your win, Handmade. I haven't seen that video yet. I've been trying to catch up on people. There's just so many of you. Hi, Kath. Hi, Reggie, if you're sneaking around. You're probably busy working. Unless, of course, she's got a live. Please don't tell me I've jumped in on her live time, Kath. Yeah. Our ninja, she's bragging again. Look at that. 220 quid. And she got it for 72. Was that including including shipping? And was there any extra charges and stuff? Because I've been reading a load of stuff. Whereas if we were ordering in from the continent, from Europe, and we're getting more taxes and things put on our bills. And there was one lass, she bought what was it, 220 quid's worth of handbags and got charged 78 quid in import taxes and stuff. No. Okay, maybe it's just one of them horrible newspapers that are writing a load of rubbish and to confuse us and stop us buying stuff from abroad. Because that's why I've not really been entering any other creators competitions or anything at the moment. Don't get me wrong, I think we're all tempted in our Crystal at Bag of Days ones, but I'm sitting there thinking, well, that heavier box and that amount, that could end up costing the winner, if they're in the UK, 70 odd quid in taxes. Because even if it's classed as a gift, we're still going to get charged. Yeah, I've got 16 of you now. Thank you. So what have you all been making? Hey, Miss Andy! Oh, it's so sweet to see you too, darling. Thank you for joining us. Oh, you were surprised that you didn't actually get stuck with any extra import stuff, Ninja? Don't blame you. Oh, I wouldn't have wanted that bill. Yeah, that's what I mean, Jen. It is a case of Jen's saying here that somebody from the Secret Yarnery group had a screenshot from Ice Yarns, and it had an extra £24 duty on top of the yarn cost and shipping. I know from what I've read, we're meant to be getting charged at source. So of course, when we put through our orders for different things, we're meant to have the extra taxes and duties slapped on. But not all companies have started it up yet, or they haven't got it all set up perfectly. So of course, if it's not been recognised and registered, I think it was like the beginning of January it came in, then all us girls in the UK will get a hit for more taxes and stuff. Jen's saying that she's not been entering competitions from outside of the UK either. It's just not worth the risk at the moment, especially if you're on a limited budget. Our Sandy is saying hi to Deanne. Sorry, honey. Kaz, you're making squares. What are these squares for? Are they these type of squares, or are you going bigger? Angelina Crafts. Sorry if I've said it wrong. I really should know how to say it, shouldn't I? You're a knitter. Oh, that's proper witchcraft, that is. Two needles and yarn and stuff. I can't get my head around it. Actually, that's a fib. I've managed, what was it? It must have been about 20 odd years ago. I learnt to do one style of like casting on, casting off, and one type of stitch. But that was way before YouTube. And I made my daughter a blanket, and it was a black and white blanket, and I just changed the colour of the yarn as I was going, and I did it in strips and then sewed it together and stuck some backing on it, and even added some cross stitch patches of different animals. But it was only, well, let me think, it was about half the size, so it was about widthways of him. It was really diddy. It was just enough just to cover her in a little pram. But no, can't pick that up again. I'm liking crochet because it's quicker, so I can get stuff out normally. Oh, so you've been, so Arigurumi Ninja has, oh, hold on, I better scan up, hadn't I? Do you prefer me just answering you, or would you rather me read it out? Have we got anybody that's working and not reading? Sandy. So Deanne's finishing another blanket for her mum. So what sort of size are you making, Deanne? Ouch, so you have been stung with extra import duty, Arigurumi. I couldn't do that. Amy Nat's still here, she's still lurking. Right, Sandy, yes, the moose tutorial went up on Tuesday. That was yesterday, wasn't it? It's a crochet along, so it means then I've got a little bit of free time. I know it's cheeky of me, but it is, as you can see, it is a really big project. So at the moment, I'm hoping it'll only be three to four videos long. So the first one went up yesterday. Second one's due up next on this coming Tuesday. So it's sort of every week, every Tuesday, the new tutorial section will go out. Actually, to be honest, gang, excluding my soldier, not him, but or the mouse, or the teddy bear. Oh, okay. I thought I'd done well at clearing off my background. Basically, you've got the moose there and the oh, sorry. I'm pointing at the screen instead of pointing at the thing. Right, this one is our Christmas cow. The moose one has just gone up. Then, of course, we have the unicorn blanket as well, and the unicorn cushion. And then you have the cupcake blanket, which has the cupcake border. And there isn't a tutorial for the cupcake cushion, but you'll suss that one out. And there's also Spidey in the background there, which is also a cushion. Now, I did have a cheat sheet on my computer, so I could tell you all the hashtags that I'd set aside for them. I'm trying to think which one it was. I believe that the unicorn pillow is hashtag 4. The unicorn blanket is hashtag 9. Our moose is hashtag 14. And that would make penguin hashtag 10 or 11. And I haven't got the foggiest at the moment what the other ones are. Sorry. I've been doing. Oh no, the husband's online. Behave yourself, mister, or I'm going to get someone to knock you on the head and we'll call you a troll. Right, just in case you were wondering, Clamoutwood Gaming is the husband. He's the one that's managed to get us back online tonight. So cheers for that, babe. Yeah, I've already talked you up at the beginning. I hope you caught hold of that. And the good thing is about hubby with the taxes and stuff, he'll know because he orders so much I end up having to take most of it out the office, didn't I, darling? Okay, so Kaz is doing 12-inch squares for a cow. Okay, oh, I've lost it. Where we go. Sandy's just saying hi to Nat. Hi Terry, you made it into the live. I'm pretty chuffed. Thank you very much for finding me by accident. You've been on the channel for what feels like forever. Have a check at your settings, babe, just in case it's unclick the bell or something, because I've had the YouTube gremlins come in and kick people off as well recently. So they've audited the channel, so it's all been bouncing here, there and everywhere. Mrs. Makes is knitting and listening. Angelina says it sounds like a cute baby blanket. Crochet is much quicker. Yeah, very much so. And once you get into the swing of it, most of the stuff we can do without even looking. Sandy, with any of the tutorials, darling, I've got playlists, and there is a tutorial playlist, so it should by rights be in there if I've managed to put it in the right spot. If not, it will be there somewhere. Just type in, it depends on which one you want to do, but normally if you type in giant unicorn pillow, that comes up on the search engine quite close by, or just type in like crazy poppy lady giant unicorn pillow or cupcake blanket, or whichever one it is. Oh, thank you, Susan. I'm not too worried about the older thumb thing. I think that's more to share out to others. If you want to hit it, go for it. That'd be really cool. My main one is make sure you're subscribed, because you never know when I'm going to throw out a competition. Right. So our Gail, sorry, is busy making hats, booties, diaper covers, cardigans and blankets for all the corona babies. Wow, that's a big one. That is a really cool thing to get behind, honey. Oh no, you didn't, Ninja. You threw your cupcake in the bin. Even after the phone call. You daft donut. You should have just said, and I'd have sat there and looked at it and gone, right, you mucked up on this row, strip it back. Or you could have sent it to me, I'd have stripped it back, put it back in the post and sent it back to you. You might have only had like, I don't know what, the first 8 rows or something of white done, but you'd have still had it. Right, Julie's, hiya darling, Julie Hannaford. Hi honey, she's, where's she gone? She says she's sorry she's so late. She was playing musical statues via Zoom with her granddaughters. Honey, don't worry about it. This is live number 2. The first one was so mucked up. We'll just be here until you lot have had enough of me or somebody else shouts, oh, by the way, so-and-so is on, and then we'll all jump off. Thank you for coming in. Oh no, me hubby's got a nickname, Mr. Crazy. I don't know how he'll take to that, to be honest, because it's normally the other way round, you see, because we're ex-military family. I was called Mrs. and they used his nickname on me, so I was known as his other half, the better half. and like that, so of course now he's going to get called Mr. Crazy. Yeah, I suppose he is in a way. Where we gone? Julie, I've just been talking waffle, honey. Just completely talking waffle. For this one anyway, just sort of going through some different bits and pieces that I've made. We have Zebat, not my pattern. I will put the link on this video when it's finished with. I'm not touching the computer. I'm not touching any settings because our last live had to be shut itself down because it wasn't playing. Lots of colour work. Yeah, it's always Mrs. Makes is saying she got lots of colour work and she got to keep checking her chart. Yeah, I know what you mean by that, babe. I think I must have stripped back about 8 or 9 rows easy at one point just because one box was in the wrong place. But then saying that, I always seem to do it. I get carried away and I'm like, oh, let's put that there. And it's like, no, you've got to stick to the pattern, you daft donut. So Jen is doing the blanket and amigurumi stuff for the youngest, and her nephew, her youngest, 21, now wants her to make him a big dinosaur. But she told him he can have it after all the blankets are done. Oh bless, you're so evil. Oh, I fully understand, honey. Okay, so our ninja's going to attempt the cupcake again. Go for it, girl. And remember, just take it slow, and stitch markers are your friends. Alright, once you've done your colour work section, lay it out so it looks exactly the same as mine, because you're right-handed. Lay it out so it looks exactly the same as mine, and put your markers in the same space. Then when it comes to, like in the same place on yours as I've got mine, because then it means that when you come back and forth to your work, you know that wherever you normally stop the video is pretty much where you're up to. And also, because I put it on box 10, like row 10, row 20, row 30, if you're doing the same, you can also look at it and count it up and double check that you're in the right spot. Mr. Crazy does suit him. I think it probably does. It's nice to have a bit of a change, isn't it? Hi, Sandra John. Whereabouts are you from, darling? Are you one of my American crazies? Right, right, on to waffling on to something next, isn't it? I've shown you Mr. Batty, haven't I? And I've told you about the chop around with the rabbit and the my brain's gone to sleep. Right, I'm just trying to think what else have we got? Right, we've got a really cool I've got a really cool video coming up to you tomorrow. Because of course on Sunday I did a mass amount of batch filming. Well, not a mass amount. I've done enough to keep me going. So of course this week you've got a surprise video up for you tomorrow. Keep an eye out. It's normal bat time, normal bat channel. And then we have got, what have we got? What was it? Throwback Friday on Friday, and then of course on Friday/Saturday morning is when I record my whips and bits. So if any of you guys have got any photographs of any of your completed works, or even your part work in regards to the cow that's going at the moment, if you can send them through to me, then I will pop them up in the whips and bits. So in my head it gives you a little bit of a boost, because it's nice for you to see your work on the channel, and I of course absolutely adore seeing it as well. Are you actually in, oh sorry, Sandra John is saying she's Caribbean. You're actually in the Caribbean. Oh, however it's said. I haven't actually been there yet. Yeah, don't blame me. Right. Hold on, you're saying that to Ninja though, aren't you, Julie? Julie said she listened to the tutorial and then wrote the countdown for about 10 rows, then worked up 10 rows. It's really helped her. That's another really good tip. If you sit and watch a video through, then especially in the later videos, because I'm not going through it step by step like I do for the first, say, 2 or 3 colour change rows, because my camera stand broke. So it was stuck on high, so there was no way I could. I was like, I did try, don't get me wrong, I did try. I actually had my hands and I was holding it up right directly under the camera, but I couldn't keep my arms in the right position, so it was zooming in and out, and it looked hilarious, don't get me wrong, and yeah, it could do really well as an outtake, but I was like, no, I can't put that out. So because of that, I only have done up to a certain amount of rows working along with you on the colour changes, and then I've gone on to my old faithful of here's the row, this is what you need, and that's how it pretty much is all the way through. But then I managed to sort out the camera stand and fix it and stuff when I got to the corners, so I managed to drop it down to do the corners, and then it took me half hour to get the thing to re-extend. Hubby, I love you. When you're fixed, can you fix it for me please? Thank you much, love you. Okay, so Julie's saying that she's still waiting on yarn. Grr. You missed her birthday, so you made her a bunny last night. Oh, bless. She won't mind. She'll be chuffed with a bunny. Especially if she knows she's got something in the bank coming as well. Something to keep her going for a little bit. Oh no, don't touch buttons, Ange. Don't touch buttons. Alright. How are we doing? There's 15 of you still. This is really strange because, of course, normally I would talk for a bit and then I would stop recording and I'd walk away, think about something and then come back and talk about some more. So it is really, really weird, this whole doing everything live stuff. Now, are you guys still here or have I bored you all to sleep? Is there any more? No. Right, so the other one is I'm still working out how to do the older pattern online and setting up so that you guys can purchase the patterns. Now, the pattern is nearly available for the moose. I've just got a little bit more tweaking to do with it. If you're okay with just quite a basic row count pattern and you would like to purchase it, then drop me an email. It's about £3 if it's just the basic one. If I'm going into more detail, of course, in a couple of weeks when it all goes properly, then the price will probably knock up to £4. But I'm trying not to make it so that my patterns are really expensive. It's just a sort of a case of here you go, here's a couple of quid type thing. I must admit, Julie, who says that she is dreaming about the Caribbean and she's so jealous of Sandra. Yeah, I was as well. I was trying not to float away in the sea type thing of my imagination. It's quite difficult for me. Oh, I think most of us have all gone off dreaming now, haven't we? It's just like, oh, Caribbean, nice sun, sand. Heck, I'd be happy just to hit the seafront up at Western Supermares at the moment. But I'm not allowed to cross no borders, so I can't get there yet. Oh, so Jen's still here, and so is our Amigurumi Ninja. I think a couple have gone and hidden, or they're rocking in the corner because I'm doing your heads in. But right, yeah, I'm just trying to think what else there is. What time are we on? Right, okay. Now I did promise Liam that I would be walking him at 8:30. At 8:30. It's better than Scoffed End. Anything's better than there. Shh. I think I know what you mean, Julie. I can do it. Would depend on what you want. It's I've got to be really, really careful what I do because, of course, if it's based off of a TV character or Disney and things like that, which I have done, I have got some absolutely cool ones that I was going to be making. It's like I wanted to do our little alien at Christmas. I'll put it like that because I don't know if it will flag up his name or not. I wanted to do that at Christmas, but I didn't manage to get it done, thankfully, because that was going to be a tutorial as well. If you go back a couple of my whips and bits, or watch out this week for further videos, I've shown some of the patterns that I've got that I'm going to have available, and they're in the pictures. But please bear in mind that if it is a Disney character, which I think there are, because I think the Bambi's showing on there, and then a couple of other Disney characters. I can't think what I was going to say then. Yeah, I'm not really meant to sell those on, and if I do, then you're not meant to sell them on. Otherwise, we can both get slapped on the wrists and taken to court for it. But if it's a non-Disney character, just drop me a line and I'll see what I can do. And if you like it, then we're sorted, aren't we? Sorry, that was aimed at Susan. For your question for do I do patterns for private people? I'm not going to stop talking just because you're counting. Just turn the volume down, Ninja. So what? Gail's saying she's listening more working. Are you crocheting or are you tending to the homestead, honey? Oh, okay. Mrs. Makes is really making me jealous now. She says she went to Jamaica and then to St. Lucia, but she prefers Jamaica. Oh, I'm trying to think. Where have we been? We've been to Lanzarote, and where else is there? Germany, France. Germany, France. Where's Bobbins from? We've got someone else that's somewhere else. Because we're ex-military family, we've got a lot of friends that are scattered here, there and everywhere in different countries. So normally if there's an English base, we've got a family member or a friend that's lived there. We call them all family because most of them we spend more time with than our actual families. So that we've sort of been here, there and everywhere. But I'm sorry, as you might have guessed, I love Australia. I fell in love with Melbourne. I've got my outlaws that live over there, or should I say the mother and father-in-law, and my brother-in-law, and my nephews, and my niece. They all live over there. We did plan to go over. We did start the paperwork rolling, but things went a bit upside down and turvy, and we missed our dates. So we didn't manage to get out there, and then things changed. Hubby got a really cool job, so we stayed to save, and then he got bored of his cool job. So now he's doing his bestest job and his hobby, and he's loving every second of it. So at the moment, there's no future plans to emigrate, which is a shame because, as I said, I absolutely love Melbourne. Oh no, your Jamaican got cancelled last year, Julie. Are you able to move that on, or are you going to be stuck not being able to do it? That didn't make any sense, did it? Did you get your cash back, Julie? There, that's the best way of putting it, isn't it? Okay, so Gail's crocheting a cotton baby blanket. Oh, tough. I've only done a few bits in cotton, so what have we got? We got the top that's hiding down there at the moment because it's been kicked off by the blanket, and then some amigurumi. I haven't really tried blankets yet because I find it's quite tough to work with. I like it when it stretches and shrinks as you're working. Yeah, that's it, Julie. Me Bobkins in Portugal. Thanks, babe. I knew one of us would get there in the end. Can I forget that? Not only is it Bobbykins, but it's my adopted mother-in-law as well. She'll give me a clout round the ear roll when she sees me next. So now Mrs. Makes, her next trip is going to be to Europe for your 40th anniversary in 2025. That's a doable goal, darling. So how many of the countries are you planning to hit? Julie says yes, she got her money back, thankfully. I don't blame you because that's one heck of a trip from our side, isn't it? Shh, Bobbykins, it's the other mother-in-law. Oh, sorry, you're now called Mr. Crazy. Thankfully, you can't run upstairs and shout anything through the door. I think I might need to translate. He says, yes, see, will, Lynn's, mean, haha. He's worse at typing than me at the moment. So go on then, babe, have you attempted to drop your link yet? As you probably sneakily set it up. Yeah, at some point we'll get back over to Portugal. We've just got to wait for everything to clear out and... Oh, sorry. Yes, she will. Lynn's me. No, she isn't. Well, she isn't to me. She loves me. You, on the other end, she'll happily clout with a wooden spoon. So Mrs. Makes is still deciding on which countries to visit. Germany for sure. I don't blame you. Germany is beautiful. What sort of time of the year are you planning to come over? Because if it's around Christmas, they've got their German markets on then, and they are stunning. Or if you hit October, you got October first. Especially if you like a pint or two. Yeah, so I like Germany, not just because it's like that, because it's not, but beautiful architecture over there. I'm just trying to think. You could, because you could. Are you planning to do like a drive? You could do sort of a drive-through. So you hit, not hit. Sorry, that's the wrong thing to say. You sort of land at somewhere and then go, say France, drive through France, pick a couple of places to go and see in France, and then move on to Germany. Because it isn't. You've got to think it's not. Although it's a continent and stuff, it's not overly big. Yeah, go for it, Julie. Grass him up. He's probably sitting there racking his brains at the moment, trying to work out who you are. Shall I tell him or shall I not? Julie. Hiya, Pat. Thank you very much for joining me, darling. Yeah, Julie says she loves that. I think he's disappeared again. Oh, no, he hasn't. Oh, he does remember you, Julie. I think it may be just the case that he's heard me talking about you and I've said to him, we met you at Mummy Bob's, that he actually he's remembered that much. Now, can he remember your hair colour? Or is he going to cheat and try and find you on my friends list on Facebook? We'd love... so, Mrs. Makes says she would love to visit Europe Christmas time, but they're going for their anniversary in August. Oh, and you're going by train. Oh, you're going to get to see so much by doing it by rail. I'm trying to think what's on in August. There's bound to be loads in August because, of course, it's when all the school holidays and stuff are on for the UK. So normally we all go over to France or further afield. No, I can't do any searching for you at the moment. I love trying to arrange dream holidays. He did, didn't he? My husband took you for dinner. Oh, you was nearly the other woman, Julie. It says, Mrs. Makes, do you like architecture and stuff like that, or do you sort of go for the beaches and things like that? What's the sort of your dream, your idea of a dream holiday? Ah, so he's going to be showing you all his local haunts and the bits and pieces that he did and where he did what and what he did. Oh yes, Julie's correct there, honey. She's saying you must go to Óbidos in Portugal. The place is absolutely stunning. It's got an absolutely gorgeous castle. It's a built up castle, so it is quite steep slopes to get in. So, but there are ways to get in if you're less mobile. Because of course when I went over last time, what was it, a couple of years ago now, wasn't it, Julie, when we met up? My sciatica kicked in and it was so funny watching me trying to get up the hill. So in the end, Julie and Mummy Bob actually dragged me the easier route to get in. But it's absolutely beautiful. It's the castle's well, it's really old, and it's got little down like the alleyways that go down it, and you've got shops either side with all handmade items. If you love handmade and less and off the beaten track idea presents and things like that, you would absolutely love that down there. And also in the evenings they do different things, different events, especially during the summer. Actually, they have like a medieval festival that goes on for, what is it, about a week, or is it 2 weeks? I can't remember, Julie, because we was over there, weren't we, during the last medieval festival. And the food there, it's just you get plates of meat. And there's like so much meat, so many sausages and you name it. And then, of course, if the medieval festival's on, they've got stalls all the way around the main courtyards and things where, you can pick up some beautifully handcrafted jewellery, clothing. My daughter got a henna tattoo She ended up designing it herself. She just walked off. She drew on a bit of paper what she wanted, walked back and went, "Can you do that one for me?" and handed it over. And the woman's gone, "Where did you find that?" She went, "Oh, I just drew it." So the lady's there and she's copied it. Next thing we know, she's asking my daughter if she can have the drawing, and I think she managed about 3 or 4 of those that night, because of course my daughter with her art is very intricate. Oh right, yeah, yeah. So have a look at Óbidos in Portugal. It's really, there's some stunning pictures on like Google search and stuff like that, on Google Images. Oh, she got to stay at the one in Budapest. Is that the one where the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was filmed, Caitlin? Hi Linda, welcome in from Manchester, UK. Yay, another Brit with me. There's a few of us on tonight, honey. Jolie, stop it. I'm trying to not make it sound like we're raving alcoholics. She's saying that in Óbidos, in the castle in Óbidos, it's a liquor at every window. I think she thinks it's about 2 weeks, but they've got lots of festivals, which they have, because it's medieval one this week and then there's something else like the next week. August is brilliant actually for that time of year. Ah, right, okay, let me reread her. She says, there's liquor at every window, I think. It's 2 weeks, but I have lots of festivals, I think. You can actually stay within the walls of the castle. Right, the liquors that they've got, I've actually got some downstairs in a cupboard, but if I run down and get that, you'll probably hear me tripping over absolutely everything. You go up, and it was what, €2, wasn't it, at the time? And you get this little cup, and it's a little cup, but it's made out of chocolate. It's like a little chocolate cup, and they fill up this little chocolate cup, and then of course you can knock it back and then eat the chocolate. Yeah, so that's really good. It's only, and then of course you can buy the bottles and the gift sets and everything else as well. And I'm trying to think, it was a, what was it, cherry liqueur that they were giving out. I think it was cherry. There was a couple of choices, but I know I stuck to the cherry because I like cherry, so I knew I was safe. But yeah, you start at one end and you could go to literally pretty much every other shop has got this little little stand with the little chocolate cups on. Yeah, so by the time you get to the bottom of it, you're not going to worry if anything hurts, aches or anything, because you're going to be too paralytic. Hi Kirsty, thank you for coming, honey. Have I said hello to you, Heart Song? I'm sorry if I missed you, babes. Right, Caitlin's saying that she that her friend sent her a picture, but she can't remember which one it was. And it was a place near the castle that was made into a B&B. That was in Budapest. Oh, I remembered. Ah, so Mrs. Makes, am I talking you into Portugal now? So of course you've got that liqueur in Portugal, and then you have some gorgeous beers in Germany. Oh God, no, I've got to stop this. I sound like a raving alky. Where is it? There was somewhere else I went that they did a licorice liqueur. That was gorgeous, but then I'm a freak. I like licorice as a drink anyway. Yeah, I could end up organising some sort of alky retreat, couldn't I? That's bad idea. And the silly thing is, I count my units, and I think last year I totaled about 12 units for the whole year. That was it. So I'm not even really a drinker. It's just the rest of the gang that I hang out with are. so I'm the one that's now able to taxi him home because I drive, but only in the UK. I don't like the idea of driving abroad. I'll get there one day, but it's all back to front and round the wrong way for me. What is going to be my next cow, Ange? Oh, come on, Jolie, give me a chance. I've only just put my hooks down from that thing and I still haven't finished him yet. I don't know. I'm thinking, do you guys really want another big C2C, like another C2C blanket? Or can I knock out a hat maybe? Or a scarf? Something quick and simple that more people are actually going to make. You are so evil to me, Julie. Anyway, I'm still waiting to see pictures of yours. Have you started the one, the pattern that you purchased the other day? Got to be careful what we say here, haven't we? So Mrs. Makes is saying it's the castle that was made into the B&B and that her daughter went to in Budapest. Ooh, there's some beautiful castles over there as well, isn't there? I've only ever seen pictures. I've never made it there. I've got a mate who's married a lad from Budapest and they go over quite regularly, so I get quite jealous because I see all the gorgeous pictures of them when they're going over to visit family and all the castles and all the other landscape, but not managed it yet. Linda's saying she loves the new moose blanket. Right, for a recap for anyone that doesn't know, a moose is #14. It's moose loose about this house, and I still can't say it in the Scottish accent like it was meant to be. But our moose, he went like, his cow started yesterday. So if you fancy joining in, all the information is on yesterday's release video that I released. Oh no, I'm in trouble. Everybody safe, duck, cover, hide. Crestline. Uh-oh, I pick on you so badly. You're going to get your own back now, aren't you? It's my first attempt, honey. So be nice to me. No, you don't have to, really. Have some fun, get me back. When's your next hot sauce? Because the wife's still kicking your tush at it, isn't she? So I've got one vote already for something other than C2C. Thank God for that, because I'm starting to get a bit bored of it, to be honest. Hello, Julie, beeswax. It's doing alright, babe, if that's aimed at me. I'm still here, and I haven't started rocking in the corner yet. Oh no, not the dreaded hand cramp. Aragorumi Ninja's taking a 10-minute hand break. She's got hand cramp. Are you still doing the cupcake corner to corner, or have you moved on to the Aragorumi, darling? I'm getting sympathy pains. Stop telling me your hands hurt. Whilst I sit here for half hour doing exercises and stretches. Oh, right, okay, so Julie's saying not yet, as the yarn hasn't turned up. She's making a small palm-sized mile a minute for the new baby granddaughter that's due in July. Oh, just a really cool light one. That sounds really cute, and congratulations on the new arrival that's going to tip up soon. Do they know, hold on, you know, don't you? Crown babe. Oh no, so do they know if they're carrying a boy, a girl? Or are they keeping that bit secret from me? Because otherwise you'll crochet like a man in the colours that match. Okay, so Julie's picking on me again. She'd love a big chunky scarf pattern. Babe, the only yarn I've got thick-wise only goes up to a DK. I'm trying not to buy in any other yarns at the moment. I'm trying to get rid of all the Aldi stuff, so that when I do tutorials, I can say, right, it is either Stylecraft or this make or that make, so that I know more people can get their hands on it. Because of course, only us girls in the UK can get hold of the Aldi, and I think there was one shop in Australia that managed it. I think that was Brisbane Way, but of course Australia's massive, so the likelihood of ever finding that store again. Yeah, Chris, yeah, your missus, she is kicking your tush at them at the sauce competitions. Definitely a rock star. You definitely got to keep her there, darling. I think she's brilliant. She just sits there. I should explain, everybody. I met Christmas on Crestline during the Christmas in July fairies. He was one of our boy fairies, and he does Christmas decorations with the lights. He shows you how to put them up all around the house for different bits and pieces. And his other half as well, she does a couple of videos for the channel. Well, they also do a hot sauce challenge and hot cracker challenges and things like that. I can't think of the actual name of the it looked like a Dorito, but it was black, this thing. It looked really disgusting, and I'm like, really? Could you really do it? But you did it. Well, anyway, they do this hot sauce challenge, and it's a monthly thing, I think, if I remember rightly. And it's hilarious because he's sitting there, and he'll take a bite, and you can see it. He looks like he's getting out hot flashes, right? The red just goes on him, and then you could. It's like sweat. It's just pouring. It isn't really, but in my head it is. And but you can see it's affecting him. And then Jules' other half sitting at the other end of the table, and she's there, scoff one down, puts it down onto the next one, and bless our poor Chris, is still sitting there drinking his pints of milk, trying to cool his throat down. So of course, if he doesn't manage to react, he'll gain points. But at the moment, no. In this Poppy score of who's kicking who's behind, his other half is definitely beating him on the hot sauce challenge. She's definitely a rock star. So Julie Beeswick is saying give the C2C a break. Oh no, Meninja's saying Aragorumi. Oh my word. What sort of animal could I knock up with Aragorumi that hasn't already been done though? Thank you, Chris, who's saying congratulations on the 100 subscribers. I got that on Friday. I was really, really chuffed. And then, of course, the YouTube gremlins came in and nicked some and gave me some back, and then nicked some and then gave me some back. So I've now got a buffer of 5 as it was before the live. So I'm pretty chuffed. I'm over the moon that I'm there. I've just got the hours to make up now. That's going to be loads of videos and loads of lives and doing your heads in. Okay, so Julie's saying this one it's the new baby that's due soon. This one is going to be a surprise. They have 5 granddaughters, so they're secretly hoping for a boy. Oh, either way, it's going to be love though, isn't it, babes? But crikey, 5 girls and a boy. You do realise it doesn't matter what sex that baby is. Them girls are going to dress him up in dresses like I did with my brother. But shouldn't be saying stuff like that. Hi Dago, nice to see you, darling. So Julie, she needs a dolphin for May. Okay, I'll stick the idea down. But as I said, I'll do some searches. If I come across one that looks cuter than anything I could do, I'll point you in that direction, darling. And then saying that would work really well with that narwhal blanket, wouldn't it? Oh dear. Okay, chat rate. It's really strange. Right, there's 19 of you on here at the moment, still listening to me go. Right, right, what have we done? We've done an hour, haven't we now? So, oh, an hour and 5. Crikey. I really like that one, Gail. She's saying a chili pepper aragurumi, and now that will work out really, really well for Chris at Crestline. Maybe your missus would make one, darling. Do you think she would? She could make it and sit it on the back with your other stuff. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to have to leg it now because poor Liam has got his legs crossed. He's already half hour late for his walk. Thank you ever so much, everybody, for joining in. I've had fun. I'm hoping you have too. Heck, she would. Are you sure? Because I know them hooks of hers will need a dusting down because she hasn't done any crochet for a little while, has she, Chris? Yep, Julie's agreeing. Liam with his legs at the door, bless him. Alright, so as I said, I'm going to head off now, everybody. So please stay in if you can and definitely stay safe. And I will see you all really, really soon. Ta-ra for now! Bye! How do I turn this thing off?